Hey kids, boys and girls, and parents too around the world. I've got an awesome book in front of me, and it's called All You Need to Know About Going to School. So, many of you have your first day of school today after the long weekend. We just had Labor Day weekend. And if you see on the front cover, here's the teacher, and here's all the students. So let's find out what happens. Okay. So, all you need to know about going to school. Hello, we've all just started school, says Granny Rabbit. And then we have Carla Cat. We have Granny Rabbit here. And then Carla Cat. Then we're going to tell you all about what happens there, says Bertie Bear. And we have Maddie Mouse. And then Bertie Fox says, and all the things you need to know when you go to. Okay. So the contents are getting ready for school, our day at school, learning the names of colors, which shape is which, time to count, words for opposites, lunchtime at school, dressing up, farm animal names, the seasons and weather, who's in your family, pets at home, our bodies and our senses, nature names, it's home time, numbers 1 to 10, big and little letters. What are we learning? And notes for the grown-ups. I'll read the notes for the grown-ups next, before the rest. So, notes for grown-ups. This book is designed for reassuring introduction to school and the things that children do there. There's lots to spot and talk about on every page, and these important activities help children expand their vocabulary and encourage conversations about school. Children develop in different ways and at different rates, so always try to go at their pace. And don't worry if some of the things in this book take a little longer to learn than others. Visit Usborne Quick Links to find a selection of early years resources and helpful advice and ideas for grown-ups. So you could go to Usborne, usborne.com/quick links. That's QICKLINKS. Okay, now let's continue on for the kids. So kids, getting ready for school. See all the pictures? These are some of the things we wanted to know about before we went to school. We've put the answers to our questions and lots more in this book. Bertie Bear asks, what do I need to take to school? Maddie Mouse asks, what happens at lunchtime? Where will I put my coat? Asks Granny Rabbit. Will my teacher be nice? Asks Carla Cat. What do I do if I need the toilet? Asks Freddy Fox. Before we go to school, we need to get dressed. Do you know how to dress yourself? And we have some clothes here. Can anyone tell me what this is? Or any of these items? Okay, well, I'll read them out for you. We have vest. We have a vest, then a skirt. We have a t-shirt, trousers, sweater. We have pants, shorts. Then Granny Rabbit says, I can do up my shoes myself. Can you? Then we have a top, socks, a cardigan, and shoes. And can anyone tell me what Granny Rabbit wore? I know. Okay, here are some things we may need to take to school. So some of us take our lunch to school in a lunchbox, which is right there. And we need to make sure our names are on our backpacks. There's the backpack. And her name is on it, if you can see that. And then next we have a book bag. Some schools have special book bags. And our book bag is right there. And we have a drink. And the drink, some of the backpacks have pockets in it. So you could put the drink in the pocket to hold it. And next we have a bag. If we need special clothes for PE, which is physical education for short, we take them in another bag. And PE is games and sports. That's what physical education is. It's lots of fun. Sometimes it's a bit tiring, but that's all right because you all need your rest after school. See, we have lots of different items that we need to take to school every day. Our day at school. And the teacher says, "Good morning, Maddie." "Good morning, Miss Honey Bear," replies Maddie. And going to the classroom. In the morning, we hang up our coats and go to our classroom for the register. Miss Honey Bear, our teacher, calls out our names. "I drew this for you," says Granny Rabbit. "Thank you," replies Carla Cat. "Would you like some paper?" asks Birdie Fox. "Yes, please," says Birdie Bear. And they have some art time, and there's some different items. Miss Honey Bear is very nice. She lets us do lots of fun things at school. We do painting, drawing, and playing with our friends. There's some items in each. This is Miss Honey Bear. This is her register. She's marking the attendance. They always want to take attendance at school every day to make sure everyone is there. And if you're absent, they mark you absent. But try not to be absent too much. So this is a table. And then what is Maddie Mouse doing? Can anyone tell me what Birdie Bear is sitting on? Lots of activity. Okay, let's find out what happens next. At playtime, we go outside and play in the playground. If we need the toilet, there are little toilets at school for us to use. After we go to the toilet, we need to remember to flush the toilet and then wash our hands and dry them. It's very important. You got to get rid of those germs. And did you wash your hands? Farty Fox says to Birdie Bear. Oops, I forgot. I'll go back, says Birdie Bear. And then we have story time. Once upon a time, and in the afternoon, we often have story time. In the afternoon? So story time can be in the afternoon as well. We often have story time with Miss Honey Bear. Sometimes we can choose a book to take home to read. That's always fun. See all the students? Can anyone tell me where the teacher is? And what is she sitting on? See, lots of activity. This is playtime. Who sees the toilets? Does anyone see the toilets? That's where you go. Okay. Learning the names of colors next. Anyone tell me what any of these colors are on the pictures? We have lots of colors. We have green, black, white. White is a shade, not exactly a color. Then we have brown. We have red. And what kind of fruit is this? We have yellow. We have purple. Pink. Orange. And blue. And Freddy Fox says, I love painting. And I'm learning the names of the colors. Do you know which I used for my picture? See? Okay. I sometimes mix together colors to make new colors. Which paints did I mix together? Asks Forty Fox. That's on this page. used this color and this color to mix. And he got this color. So we have purple, pink, orange, green, gray. Gray is also a shade. And forgot to mention, black is also a shade. They're not colors exactly. If I want to make a color lighter, I add some white, says Maddie Mouse. She's adding the white. White, again, is a shade, not a color. Now we're going to go, which shape is which? Okay, first we have an oval and a square and a diamond and a triangle. Then we have a semicircle, a circle, rectangle, and a star. At school we find out the names of lots of shapes. Do you know any of these? Says Birdie Bear. We can use shapes to make puzzles. In the puzzle below, which is the odd one out? How many shapes have I stuck in each row? Asks Granny Rabbit. And she's got some supplies with her. And then in the puzzle below that, the last two shapes in each of these rows are missing. What do you need to add to the patterns? What do we have? Yeah, so can anyone see the odd one out in this one? And does anyone know what to add to there? Next, here you might put a what? A green square, that's right. And then an orange circle. So that's the first one. Ooh, now it's time to count. Okay, counting is fun. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hope you counted with me. I can count up to 10. Can you try? Says Maddie Mouse. Can you count back from 10 to 1? Says Carla Cat. So let's try counting back from 10 to 1 together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now, when we count to 10, we try learning all the numbers up to 20. How old are you? Can you find the number on this page? I bet you can. Because it goes all the way to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, are you counting with me? If not, please count with me. If you know. 11, 12, 13, 14. Did I pass some of your ages? 15. That's how old my niece is. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job. Thank you for counting with me. Okay, words for opposites. I'm big, but my toy is little. Big and little are opposites, says Birdie Bear. So, opposites are big, and little. And we have dirty. What's the opposite of dirty? Clean. And what's the opposite of first? Last. How about the opposite of top? Bottom. And then we have open, open, and closed. Outside, inside. And how about the opposite of happy? Sad. And then we have some more opposites on the next page to look at. The opposite of fast is slow. And the opposite of dry is wet. The opposite of short is tall. How about the opposite of quiet? Does anyone else know what that is? Noisy. And then the opposite of hot. Does anyone know what the opposite of hot is? It's cold. Brr. And then we have the opposite of up. What's the opposite of up? It's down. Lunchtime at school. I serve the food with a big spoon. I'll be next to get lunch. I chose cheese and salad, says Ratty Mouse. I use a knife and fork to eat a hot lunch, says Ranny Rabbit. I eat the food in my lunchbox, says Carla Cat. Pass the water, please, says Birdie Fox. Having lunchtime. Yum, yum. Lots of pictures to look at. And dressing up. After lunch, Miss Honeybear sometimes lets us play dress up. Can you guess who we are today? We have a doctor, a dentist, a police officer, a teacher, a vet, a cleaner, a cook, and a firefighter. Lots of different jobs. What do you want to be when you grow up? It's time to think about that. Farm animal names. Gonna look at farm animals now. This one says baa. Can you tell me what says baa? We have a sheep and lambs. They both say baa. Then we have chicks and a hen. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a hen, E-I-E-I-O. With a chirp chirp here and a chirp chirp there. Chirp 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 chirp. Then we have a cow. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there. Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And then we have a goat and a kid. A kid is a young goat. Does anyone know what these are? A horse and a baby horse is called what? Does anyone know? I hope so. A foal. Then we have a duck and some ducklings. Next we have, this is a goose. And it's interesting because we have another kind of animal which is called the same thing as a baby horse. And that animal is a donkey. And the baby is called a foal as well. Then we have goslings. And we have, lastly, a pig. And the babies are called piglets. And what does a duck say? Does anyone know? They say quack, 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 quack. The seasons and weather. We're learning about the 4 seasons of the year. Do you know what they are? Can you see what changes from season to season? We have spring, summer, autumn, and winter. We also learned the words for some different kinds of weather. Do you know all of these? When it's sunny, I need my hat to wear. Says Carla Cat. I love to splash in the puddles when it's rainy. My scarf keeps me warm in the when it's windy. What do I need to wear when it's snowy? These are some names of other outdoor things. So we have cloud, fog, rainbow, lightning, and mud. See the differences between each weather? The sun, sunny, and raining, and windy, and snowy. Who's in your family? We have a son and 3 grandchildren, says Granddad and Granny. We have a daughter and 3 grandchildren, says Nana and Grandpa. Then we have Daddy. And at school, we often talk about our families. Who do you have in yours? And then we have Mummy. And we have Sister, Granny Rabbit, and Brother. Yes. Pets at home. We like talking about our pets. Do you know any of these names? Lots of pets. We have a rabbit, puppy, a dog, a hamster, goldfish. We have a mouse, a pet mouse. Some people are scared of mice, like me. So that's not a good thing if you're scared. We have a cat. Cats usually eat the mice, though. We have a snake. And we have a kitten, tortoise, and a parrot. We're nearing the end. Our bodies and our senses. Ears, hand, foot, nose, elbow, bottom, arm, head, knee, and leg. Got all of those body parts. This is a hand and foot, nose, elbow, right here. See, it's right there. Arm, bottom. I use my ears to hear. Hearing. See, she's got big ears too. I use my nose to smell, says Birdie Fox. I use my skin to touch, says Carla Cat. I use my tongue to taste, says Matty Mouse. And I use my eyes to see, says Birdie Bear. Nature names. We have been collecting things for our nature table in our classroom. Do you know any of their names? I've made a picture with leaves, says Ranny Rabbit. I like looking at bugs, says Matty Mouse. And here are a few of the things that they have. They have bugs. Then they have the leaf. They have an eggshell. Feather. Seashells. And where do you find seashells? Outside. Where would you find them outside? That's right, on the beach. Then we have pebbles. And bark. Where would you find the bark? That's right, on a tree. And twigs. We have a bud. And pine cone. Some petals. An acorn. And a flower. Pretty flower. And it's home time. At the end of the day at school, we take all our things home with us. We know which are ours by looking for our names. I'm going to show this to my brother, says Carla. Here's my coat on my peg, says Matty Mouse. I'm going to take my painting home, says Fergus Fox. This is my book bag, says Birdie Bear. This is a puzzle I made, says Ranny Rabbit. Numbers 1 to 10. Can you count back from 10 to 1, says Ranny Rabbit. Try counting back from 10 to 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big letters. These letters are called capital letters. We all have a capital letter at the start of our names. Can you find your letter? And let's go through the alphabet together. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, and if you're in the States, Z. And my name starts with this letter. Does anyone remember what this letter is? That's right, it's V. And there's a fun song to remember your alphabet too. It goes like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time won't you sing with me? And then we have little letters. Shall we go through it again? Okay, we have A, B, C, D, E, F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z or Z. Okay. What are we learning? We're talking about all the things we are learning. Which of these things can you do? And which things are you still practicing? Annie Rabbit says, I can dress myself with a bit of help. I can say the first letter of my name, says Ferdy Fox. I can name some colors. I can count to 10 and back again, says Birdie Bear. I can spot and talk about shapes, says Matty Mouse. You might not be able to do all of these yet, but soon you will. I read the notes for grown-ups. Oops. Forgot to show you the picture. Okay, and now have fun at school. Goodbye. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoy your first day of school, everyone. Take care. Bye, and learn lots.